Hello everybody and welcome to season 90, and it's time to have a little look-see on our ultimate tournament text guides, the guides we have done for so many years now, continuously helping thousands and thousands of players enjoying tournaments better in Golf Clash. We are providing expert and master division ultimate tournament guides at the moment, and we have a lot for you in our packages. I could take a whole day talking about the different packages and the different value and stuff like that, but most importantly, if you are a tournament player, we I strongly advise you to give it a go. I'm not saying that you're forced to do so. I'm not saying that it to 100% will help you, but I'm pretty confident that we have what it takes to bring your tournament play to the next level. In Expert and in Master Division, we are creating shots with free-to-play balls, but also with paid balls. It's all about giving you the best possible situation on every single hole. All our shot creators that we are using when it comes to providing the guide are spending a lot of time creating the shots. Does that mean that all the shots are going to go in the hole just because you hit perfect? No, you obviously have to do the work yourself with a proper pull angle, center the ball, and stuff like that. But the point with the team is we are a very large team. We are 16 people involved in creating these guides when it comes to expert and master division for every tournament. And with being so many people, we can also maintain a very high quality in what we are providing. We can also maintain that quality whilst doing the guide on a quick time frame. And we can also in that way make sure that our shot creators and our slide makers are having a very nice work environment as well, that they don't have to push, stress. All in all, we do want to give the players that are joining us the best possible service on our platform. In this video, you can find some example guides as well, where it is a little bit older when I'm going through a winter major guide, but it's still the same to this day. But I'm going through the guides, giving you the best possible information when it comes to what you're buying. Have in mind that it can be a bit overwhelming if you have never seen a guide like that before. But again, it's all about for us to provide everything that we do to you so you can improve your game. Obviously on our platform, patreon.com/golfclashtommy, which you can scan the QR code on the side, or you can use the link in the description down below. There we provide other things as well, such as tour guides, such as general text guide, websites access, and in many of the packages you do get everything included there as well. But it's easy to navigate, to go to the platform, patreon.com/golfclashtommy, look at the membership page where you have all the memberships, and you read through the information there, what's included, because that could be sometimes a bit confusing, because every division has different type of packages. So read it through. If you have any questions, you can always email support@golfclashtommy.com, or you can contact me directly on Telegram or on Messenger. Now let's have a look at the example guides for our exclusive and ultimate tournament text guides. Let's have a look at the Master Division to a start. And I'm going to show you 3 guides here, because we do have 3 guides in Master depending on what packaging you have. If you do have Master Lite, you do have our free-to-play package only, where it means that you do have the access to the free-to-play guides and not the paid ball guides. If you do a Master Medium, Master Max, or Master Ultra, you will get access as well to our regular Master Guide, which includes the free-to-play and paid balls. And you'd also have the Maxed Club Guide for Master, which includes then paid ball and free-to-play, but is specifically designed to just focus on the maxed clubs. And what is best, I've always been showing slides in the past, and I think I'm gonna show you a little bit of a full guide that we're having here. So we do have obviously the front cover, we do have general advice pages here with a lot of information, which we always recommend to read through, because it makes it so much more easier to understand the lingo and everything in the guide. It might seem overwhelming, but there is always a plan with everything that we do in the guide. And if you do have a little bit better understanding, then you can also do better quicker. We do have our shot creators for the specific rounds and stuff like that. We also have a slide team, we have a customer service team as well, and we like to highlight all the brilliant people that are working with this. We do have an updates page. We like to tell people to have a little look-see on this one, especially when we do announce a new version of the guide. It's when we're adding new shots or tweaking an existing shot, obviously, to do better. Now, look at the links page here. So let's say that for an example, want to play hole number 1. You press the 1 and you jump to the number 1, and then you have the slides here. And you can see that our way of presenting the slides are that we have the drive on the left side of the page, second shot on the right hand of the page. We do have the top row explaining ball information, target yardage, also some extra information in the caddy tip, and we have a suggestion for personal tweaks up into the top right corner. A big thing when it comes to our slide is that we do have the VPR tables on the bottom right, which means that you, on the vast majorities of the shots that we create, you don't need to use an application. So you don't need to use Clash Caddy, Notebook, or something else when it comes to that, as you do have the tables here. We're trying to bundle in as many different ball wind resistance and stuff like that as possible. We do feel that it's our obligation as by far the biggest guide community on the market, that we're trying to provide alternatives that can cover different type of balls, because not everyone has 1,000 win 10 balls, not everyone has 1,000 win 9 balls or win 8 balls. So we're gonna have to obviously adapt and make it as generic as possible. At the same time, we don't want to lose the directness and the quality in terms of getting shots to drop. We are pleased that we are a guide group, that we have guide shots that being played by players that is some of the best players in the world, combined with players that are new to Master, and all of them are having a good time with that. You can see that we do have free-to-play slide as well. And have in mind that this is our regular guide. This is not the Max Club guide. This is not the free-to-play standalone. This is our regular guide. So we do have free-to-play, and then we go to hole 2. You see this part 3. We have win 10, and then we do have win 8, so free-to-play. We do always cover every hole with free-to-play. Sometimes there can be a combination alternative, like hole number 5 here, for an example. Here, option 1, you can play with win 8, win 9, win 10. So yeah, and then we have a standalone free-to-play here as well. Hole 8 is a perfect example also how we like to work with free-to-play, if able to, is that there we go. Hole 8 is that we do have an aggressive rough bump where we can't really hit great balls, but it offers a really good chance for a drop. Then we have a little bit more conservative free-to-play ball shot for those that do not want to go for that skinny rough bump. And obviously, like payball alternatives are similar type of ideas, and it's all about making all of you players having as much fun as possible. When it comes to the clubs that we are catering to, it's Apocalypse level 5 plus, or if we don't deem the Apoc 5 topspin to be working, we do like to go Apocalypse level 6 plus or Extra Mile level 9. So you don't have to have big boy clubs to play, and again, you don't have to sit there with the best balls in the game also. You can play free to play or with paid balls. But now let's have a look at the Max Club Guide. For the Max Club Guide, we are going to skip the first couple of pages as we've already been going through them, as it's obviously the same thing. But now, look at the slides and remember how it looked on the regular guide. Now you can see that we are removing everything regards clubs that are not maxed. So in this case, you see it says just Apocalypse and B52, which means it's like for Apocalypse level 8 and B52 level 8 too. And what this does when it comes to the Max Club Guide is it removes so much information on some slides that it becomes so much lighter and so much easier to find what you're looking for. The Max Club Guide has been with us for many years now, and even though it's an extra guide in the guide, we do not charge anything extra for this guide. This is included in our Master Medium and Master Max and Master Ultra package, without any sort of extra charge for that. So you do have 2 guides and obviously 3 guides with the free-to-play as well to access in our portfolio. And if you do have max clubs and are playing in Master Division, this is the guide that you are going to use. Now, this I think is the best example here. Look at this free-to-play slide from Brandon, brilliant shot. and look at it how it looks in the regular guide. Look how much information there is here when it comes to covering other club levels than the max one. And then just look at this. Look how much cleaner it becomes. Look how much lighter it becomes. It's so much easier to follow all the information here. So the max club guide is included in our packages, and you get access to both of them. But again, obviously you have to have max club guides, otherwise the slides are exactly the same. It's not that we are creating extra shots for the max club guide. It's basically just making them a little bit lighter and easier to follow. So this is the max club guide, and you get that included, like said, in the master medium, master max, and master ultra package. We have a look at the expert guide. With our brilliant shot creators, we are offer on every single hole a chance for you to attack for a score that you hopefully will be pleased with. Our expert guide works exactly the same as our master guide. We are creating ultimate tournament text guide for expert and master division, but we do start obviously with the general advice page here that is adapted for expert division. And giving you all the information possible. We would strongly advise you to read through everything here. I know it might take you some minutes to do that, but it is important because the lingo that we are talking in the guide and also the things that we work with are explained here. So there's many questions that will be explained by just reading through the general advice page. And we are updating the general advice page to be adapted towards the point where it's up to date to what we are doing with the creations nowadays. We do have our team in expert, and you can see we have the shot team, we have the slide team, we have the customer service team, we have many of the people that has been with us for many years, loads of experience, and I would consider myself extremely, not would, but I'm considering myself extremely lucky to be able to work with all of them, as the quality from them are just second to none. Now, we do have the slides, and again, we are working with the drive on the left side of the page and the second shot on the right side of the page. And what is important is to, as well, to mention the club levels that we are working with. In expert, we do have two sets of shots that we are looking into, and one is the base options, which shall be catered to Apocalypse level 4 plus. When it comes to using the POC, we can obviously see ourselves using the Rock level 7 plus, we can use the Quarterback level 10 and stuff like that too. But as for an Apocalypse level, then Apocalypse level 4 plus is what we are looking for. We work a lot with tables, we work a lot with BPR tables as well. You can see in the bottom right corner, which is a new addition to our expert guides. In the past, we have not had these type of tables here. We have purely had, so you had to use an application. Now, we have made sure that we are, in this instance, when it comes to a Wind 6 plus type of shot, we are adding on a VPR table when it comes to Wind 8. That is for space issues, because obviously the question is, why don't we add Win 6, Win 7, Win 9, Win 10 on a slide? Then it wouldn't fit. So if you're using a Wind 8 ball, we do have a VPR table to follow here. If you are not using a Wind 8 ball, you shall be prepared when it comes to using your application in that regard. The base shots are always going to be free to play. Which is Wind 6 to Wind 8 is what we're looking for, like Kingmakers, Kingslayers, there will be Titans sometimes, Katana sometimes, but then we also do have the more aggressive put shots, and now this is a Por 3 for the example for that. But what I mean with aggressive put shots is, let's say that we do have a chance to send it with a Wind 0 ball, then we are doing a send it with a Wind 0 ball when it comes to especially the opening and the weekend round, to provide you some aggressive alternatives for those that do invest in paid balls as well, and not just stand with the free to play ball alternatives. Many times we can get around just using the base option as the only option, because many times there is only one option to play the specific hole. But there are also many times where a paid ball can give you such a massive advantage by doing such, like a send it, or just especially here on the Par 3s where Wind 10 will reduce the wind massively and give a very good, a much better chance than what it would be with Wind 6 or Wind 8 ball, for an example. There you have a part 3, big pictures. You have the text as well. You have VPR table on the right hand side, and this is a win 10 ball alternative. You can see we're backing that up with a win 6 to 8 ball alternative as well. So obviously we're not leaving anyone hanging here. So then you have the full guide here, very easily to navigate. You can use the links page here to navigate to the specific holes if you're using it in a PDF format. As in the other divisions, as in the master division, we obviously have videos for all the shots with the buttons here. We also do have the Telegram support if you want access there. So there is a lot of information here on the pages, but we are very confident that we are providing an extremely valuable alternative for players that do play expert divisions. If you're interested in any of our expert content, go to our patreon.com/golf-tommy. Look for the expert packages and the expert medium, the expert max package to get access to our ultimate tournament text guides for that. You can also combine expert with the master with our combination package. You can find more information about that as well on the platform. Thank you everybody for watching this video. A little longer video if you watch it all the way through. I hope you in that case can use the timestamps in the description down below, or I hope you used it so you can navigate through the video here to just look at what you are interested in. Make sure to sign up at patreon.com/golf-tommy or to scan the QR code on the side, and let's crush season 90 and hopefully future seasons together.